Amanda here from Fun Hands-On Learning, and today I wanted to show you some of the activities I have for preschool. This is for week 7 of my Hands-On to Learn preschool curriculum. This week, the color that we are focusing on is the color pink. Now, even if you don't own this curriculum or you don't think you want to own this curriculum, hopefully you will still get some ideas that you can implement into your preschool program for your 2, 3, 4-year-old child or classroom. All right, so getting into what I have here for the color pink. So each week is a different color. Or each week there are 4 components. So there's colors, shapes, numbers, and letters. If you've been following my videos at all, hopefully you know that. If you don't, and if you're new, welcome. So those are the 4 components to this curriculum for each week. So this week, I'm just going to show you the number activities and the color activities in this video for week 7, because my videos tend to be really long if I show you more than that. So I do have the shape. The shape for this week is rhombus. And I do have those activities printed out and ready to go and laminated, but I feel like if I showed those in this video, it's going to get really long. Also, I have, and I'm still working on the alphabet activities for week 7. Okay, so let's get into it. This week is the color pink, so you get we have a poster for memory practice, so we hold up the poster and we say pink. Flamingos are pink. A pig is pink. Cotton candy is pink. Can you think of something that's pink? And we have discussions with that. And then of course we have our color fluency. Now I like to do this with manipulatives if possible. So one of my examples here, let me see if I can move this a little bit. Okay, so one of my examples here is to save the food lids from the squeezable baby food containers. They are also, so the squeezable toddler food containers. So what I have is I have them in all different colors, and I would leave them just like this, all different colors for the students. And then what they're going to do is they're going to have to search in here, find the pink ones as they do the page. So the directions on this page say, touch each box, say the color and picture name, color a smile each time you complete the whole page. So what they're going to do is they're going to take an object, instead of just touching, they're going to take an object and they have to search for the correct color, so which in this case is pink, and they're going to put it on there and they're going to say, flamingos are pink, cotton candy is pink, a pig is pink. Now I have different shades of pink and that's okay. A dress is pink. A flamingo is pink. You get the idea. They're going to go they get all the way to the end, and then I have a dry erase marker here that I would allow them to use to color in their smiley face. This gives them 3 chances to do the entire page. So there's 3 smiley faces here for them to practice for fluency. Now the reason they do it over and over again is for that memory practice, because we know that the more our brain does something, the more we're going to remember it. So for that memory practice of what kind of objects might be pink, and then what does pink look like, and all of that kind of thing. Now if you don't laminate these, that's okay. You can just give them crayons and they could color each object pink. They could take this page home, however you wanted to do it.
There's more of them.
So that's one option, but you can use anything that you have that might have pink. So here's another option. Now you want to be careful with using little object if you're doing this with a 2-year-old, say. I may not use these with a 2-year-old because they may still put things in their mouth. But if you're, doing this with a 3 or 4-year-old and you think that they don't put things in their mouths, then go ahead. Make sure you have enough of the color that you have. So it doesn't look like I have enough pink buttons here, but if I did, I could definitely use this, and I could give these to them, and then they could use buttons. So they would say, a flamingo is pink. Cotton candy is pink, and I have magnets on some of these that are coming off, but you get the idea. So another option is to use buttons. Okay, I'm not going to go through all of the activities that I have for the color pink, but I am going to show you just maybe 2 more. This one is color identification, so they have to cover up the objects on the page that are pink using any kind of manipulative you want. Now I did pull out our erasers. Again, if you have a little one that might put something in their mouth, don't use these, but we like to use these a lot with the older ones that I know are not going to put anything in their mouth. And then what they're going to do is I would have them use the erasers that match the colors. So I see pink smiley faces here, so I would have the child use those. And then they're just going to cover up all of the pink objects on the page. And then you can talk about what objects are pink and what objects are not pink and so on. Okay, I'm not going to go through exactly how to do this because I think you'll know how. But another thing that comes with this week's lessons are the Build It mats with Play-Doh. So you just need some Play-Doh, pink Play-Doh, make sure you have the right color, and then they're going to build objects that may be pink. So here's a flower, I like this one a lot, the flamingo, a gumball, and so on. And then here are the directions, I just put the directions on the page. So make sure you got the pink Play-Doh for that one, and then they're going to build the object and talk about things that are pink. Okay, that one also works on fine motor, which I really like. Okay, here is an activity center for the color pink, and this is called Pink Trace and Match. So it comes with these cards, and I laminated the cards. They look like this, and each of the cards has the word pink, and then it has objects that are pink. And it comes with these matching cards here that look like this. Okay, so children are going to take a card out of the stack. There's just a stack of different ones. So I'm going to take a card out of the stack, and then they're going to trace the word pink. P-I-N-K. Very simple. Okay. Again, if you have it laminated, then you can use a dry erase marker to do that. And then the last step is to find the matching cards and place them on the circles. So I'm going to look for the pictures that match. Now, matching is a really great pre-math skill as well. So this is a great skill for preschoolers to do, not only just to teach them their colors, but to teach them relationships, object relationships and things like that. So I found the donut, the pink donut, I found the pink gumball, and I'm going to find the pink pig, and those ones match. So now I'm done with that card. I'm going to slide that over, and then the student would do the next card, and so on. You get the idea. They were going to trace the word pink. It also helps them with learning what the word looks like, what the letters look like. And then, of course, they're going to match up their pictures again. So that's just another example. I'm not going to go through again, so I don't make this video too long, but here are just some more examples of the different ones that are available. Now, as I mentioned before, the number for the week is the number 7. And so this week I brought out a whole bunch of different manipulatives to show you, number manipulatives to show you what we like to use when we're working with numbers. So, for example, one of them that I have is these cars. So I took my kids' toy cars and I put numbers on them. You can see that, like here's the number 19, and I don't know if this will zoom in there, but here's the number 11, and we like to use these cards. Here's 7, so here I've got my number 7 car, and they can go ahead and drive that car right onto their poster for the number 7. So what you would have them do is you'd have them search through the cars to find the matching number. And now that I found my matching 7, I've got my number 7 car. Another example are these square blocks that all have numbers on them, and we can go ahead and find the number 7. I like these because they also have the number representation. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dots, and then we have the numeral representation, which is the 7 there. So these are a Melissa and Doug set of numbers. Another example are these. I really like these. These are the numbers from Lego Duplo, I believe, and they came in a set with the numbers on them, like so. So we like to use these, and as you can see, we lost the number 2, so I just made one of my own. I put a little number 2 sticker on there. But yeah, we like the Lego Duplo ones that have the numbers on there. So if you don't have the set that actually has the numbers, you can just use stickers Or you can just use a marker, I think, probably a permanent marker to write your numbers on some Lego Duplo blocks. Another example are the number robots I think I showed in my last video. Kids love these. They use these as numbers, and then they also turn them into, you can turn them into robots. So those are super cute. I have another example here. These are numbers from a puzzle, a Melissa and Doug puzzle. So we definitely love numbers from puzzles. In fact, I have another set. I'll show you that. I know I'm going kind of quickly here. This set is also from a Melissa and Doug puzzle. Now these numbers are nice and thick and chunky, and we really like using those with preschoolers because they can get their hands on them pretty well. All right, so those are just some different examples of numbers that we like to use when we're introducing a number to the preschoolers. Oh, also, of course, there's magnetic numbers. This is a set I think I got on Amazon, and so of course we like to use magnetic numbers because if you have a magnetic surface, they will stick. So we've got those, and this set is kind of cute because it has an object that shows, so like this is the number 3, and it has 3 keys on there. So this one is kind of cute for that purpose. Okay, and then of course you know that I've pulled these numbers out many times. This is my set. These numbers came from Melissa and Doug clock, and then these are just magnetic numbers, another couple sets of magnetic numbers. Some of them are from the dollar store and so on. So one got in there. Sometimes my kids play with these and then they get mixed up, but yeah, so I keep numbers in here as well. I also found some magnetic shapes, which I'll show you in my next video when I do a video on shapes, teaching shapes and things. And I really like these. I found a set of those. So I put those in here too because I figured we use those because these numbers are in shapes as well. But anyways, I'll get into that in another video. Okay, so the number 7, some of the activities we have, again, this is just like with the colors where they have to cover up the numbers. So they have to find the 10 frames that have the number 7 and then use a manipulative to cover them up. Of course, this is just like the one I showed you where they have to do the memory practice. And again, I use my numbers for this. So I like to use manipulatives for this. So I might pull out all my different number 7s. Like I have this one, and I have my car, and then I might pull out one of these, whatever I have that has the number 7. And then as they say it, they're going to say 7 dots. 7, and then they can place objects on there until they get to the end to color it up. Okay, so then of course this is one where they have to be able to recognize the number 7 in different fonts in different ways. So this is a 7, but this is also a 7, and this is also a 7. So looking at it differently, and then they're going to use objects to cover up the 7s on there. This is just tracing and practicing writing the number 7. Same here, they're tracing objects to count to 7. All right, so we're not going to go through that. This one, I think I've showed in other videos where they use, well, here, I have them here. They use their fine motor tools. I keep them in this little bag here. And then they pick up objects, whatever objects you have available. I'm going to, I guess, use these little cars. Okay, so you would place objects on the table. And then you place your objects on the table, and then they're going to pick them up with a fine motor tool. Preschoolers love doing this. They love using these little tools, and it's great for a precursor to getting them writing. And then they pick it up, and then they have to place it on the circles on the number 7. So here we have a number representation of 7 on the 10 frame. We have the word 7, and then we have the numeral 7 here. And this 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, it has 8 circles on it, but I only make them fill in 7 of them. So 1, they can fill up any 7 they want. 2, 3, you get the idea. 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, there we go. Okay friends, for this week I have a cute little activity for the number 7. And this activity center, I did not print out the directions, so I don't have that on the bag yet. But I do have everything laminated, so I am only one step behind. Which is good for me because I've been about 20 steps behind lately and everything. So those of you who watch my video know I had a baby. He's 4 months, well, he just turned 5 months old, and I'm still trying to get back into the swing of things. Of course, it's not going to be the same way it used to be because I have another little one. And those of you who do watch my videos also know that he is baby number 7. So I have 7 children, so it can get pretty crazy around here, and I don't get as much done as I'd like to, but for as far as for you guys, for videos and for content, but I try. Okay, here we go. So here's how this works. There is a big gumball machine, and I laminated the gumball machine mat, okay? And then I laminated the cards, and the cards look like this. Now what the kids are going to do, they're doing the number 7. What we want to do is the number 7. So I'm going to actually put a magnet right here. Just, it would be a good reminder for the students that this is the number that we're working on. We're working on the number 7. So if you have one that you want to show them as just an example, if your child needs it, then you can go ahead and do that. All right, so I'm going to put that there, and then what they're going to do is they're going to take a card and they're going to count the gumballs. 1, 2, 3. This only has 3 gumballs. It does not have 7, so I'm going to put the card off to the side. This one has 4, so that one won't work. This has 1, that one won't work. This has 5, 6, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here are 7 gumballs. So since this one has 7, I place the card here, and then now I get to count out 7 gumballs. Now my gumballs are actually just pom-poms with magnets attached, okay? So I might actually do this activity on a cookie sheet, because if I put it on a cookie sheet, then my magnets will stick. So that's another way you can do this. But, so now that I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gumballs, I put it on my mat, and then I'm gonna count out 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. There we go. So now I have 7, and I'm going to keep on going. Have the child take those off, put them back in the bin, and go on. All right, my next card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one has 7 as well. So now I get to do it again. Put the 7 down, and they're going to count out 7 gumballs again. And they're just going to go through their stack of cards, make sure they're mixed up really well. And whenever they get to a card that has 7, they're going to place the card on here and then count out 7 gumballs, okay? And then if it doesn't have 7, they're just gonna set that card off to the side. So that is how this activity works. It's our little gumball machine. All right, that's it. I'm not gonna show you, well, there are some other activities that come with this week. There's the one where you build the number 7 with Play-Doh, and then I also have them use Play-Doh and put a little ball of Play-Doh on each one of these 7 Play-Doh containers. So I always have them build the number, and then I have them put that on there. And then there's also a way to extend the activity. It says then they can make the number in a salt or a sandbox. I've shown that in other videos, so check out my other videos. This one is where they build the number using pattern blocks, and I've shown that in other videos. So there's other activities that also come with each week, but I didn't want to make this video too long, partly because my kiddos are gonna start getting restless whenever I start to get too far into a video, then my kids get really, really restless. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm still gonna keep on doing videos over the summer. We just finished our school year, and so we're taking a little bit of a hiatus, although we do summer school review, and I'm going to do a video on that and how we kind of do that over the summer. So be on the lookout for that, and hopefully we'll get that video done maybe next week. My goal again is to do at least 1 video for you guys a week. I don't always get to that goal, but that is my goal. I used to have a goal of like 3 videos a week, but that just would never happen nowadays. So my goal is 1 video at least a week, and I'm going to continue trying to do that over the summer here as well, as long as we're not like on a vacation or anything like that. Okay, I will talk to you guys soon, and we'll see you next time. Bye.